Welcome, I hope you're doing amazing.
Yeah.
Doing. Okay. Should we start with the weekly energies?
Yep, I'm all set. So I feel tiredness, but that will soon be stopping in the next few days. I also feel like almost like okay, some things were left behind, like we didn't get things done, but I do feel that things will be going better that you'll want to, because I feel that some people are just like just wanting to stay and not wanting to move around and get certain things done.
I feel that too, because in the middle, also we actually have two different cards of either moving in a different direction or trying at least to see what you invest in and what not, but it feels like rather like a stagnation energy. Mm,
Yes,
yeah.
for me as well. You can.
I don't know. I just feel like it's a lot of decision. It's a point where maybe the energy needs to be pushed in a direction to move things yourself because maybe it doesn't happen automatically. And yeah, kind of this energy.
Me as well. I got the Page of Cups, which is responsible for Cancer, for everything what is about emotion, sensation, feeling safe. So, and this is a message, pretty much like you need to be in a connection with yourself. With if you want to achieve something, you have to manifest or try to regulate your emotions. No, and spend a lot of time because it's responsible for Cancer zone, and actually astrologically today it is, I think, Cancer zone as well, moon, and they say that your feelings of safety is now related to your home, family related activities such as cooking, gardening, and you can be prone to emotional fluctuations. You should learn to forgive and forget in order to avoid depressions from thinking too much about things. That's hello, Golden. So what you, Guardian and Andromeda, was feeling for today?
Okay, now you speak.
So, building, I see, this higher will and this building, this security I found, forming security around foundational, energetic anchors within oneself and within one's life. There's a focus on building and creating security within oneself, using the higher will, the superior will within the individual being to enforce the higher will on the material plane and to focus on building and security, which no matter what is always something that comes handy. And now is a good time to establish it. Establishing it now, you have it forever. So focusing on building and security with this higher will principle allows for the individual to root themselves well to earth.
Okay. I have no idea what you just said.
I understood something like forcing the higher
Enforcing, yes.
yeah, like the higher energies onto the material, like the mission is more important, so to say.
Yeah, you have the higher will and this lower will, sort of like the more instinctual primal will, and then you have the superior, so to say, the universal or the higher self or the God's will within the individual. Um, So becoming aware of the two wills, and yeah, allowing the superior one to just flow into life.
Okay. Well, yeah, I have on a financial professional level, it's not that good. It gets better again, and then there's the next conflict. So, on the private level, uh, it's I can see the security aspect that you wanna, what you just said, um, and the lead basically to set the road. Um, but I see good news towards the end of the week. Um, but as I said, then there's the next conflict on the horizon. So it's not a bad week, but it's not one what makes it to the weeks of the year. So, and Golden Silence, welcome back as well. I see you joined our cube already. So, since you are our first, what would be your question, please? Whoa.
Okay.
What
Don't make
activity exactly, if I may ask?
Do you need glasses?
Yes, I didn't bring them. Then, then what?
Okay, what I get is this person has thought of you. And when you're saying if it's a sign to get back to on the activity, which used to give both joy, I'm getting back and forth on that. I'm getting not necessarily on that. But the signs are also related to something else too. So you're seeing signs of the things you used to enjoy with an old friend that you don't talk to, but yet I feel that these signs are irrelevant to something else that's happening in your life also. And to follow that.
Well, I feel like you feel already that maybe you want to do something else than you are doing right now. And it doesn't necessarily that you have to do market trade, but I definitely see something new that's coming after a tower moment, which breaks down whatever is not solid, and whatever it could also have something to do with your mission of how you help people or how you deal with people. Maybe your career needs to change in because your relationship with people changes, and whatever is not solid foundation for your mission ahead, I think, will break down. We also have the death card and world, which means a cycle is completed. And I feel like mentally it won't be so easy, but it's either a person there who helps you, or if you are a female, I'm not sure, there will be something happening which also changes the your role maybe in the world in somehow, or you as a woman and your role maybe will transform through this change.
No, I agree with you because I also got the death message reverse, and it's a Four of Cups and it's an Ace of Cups. So what they say that you do coming through some uh, changes and transformations, and you need, like, maybe more, because Four of Cups, it's actually finding something what would be more exciting. That's what maybe makes you to think about some changes as well, because you can be feeling a little bit stagnant recently or something, and you want to push or to boost, or but you kind of feeling about those opportunities or something, because Four of Cups represents like a person who actually wants more motivation into something, what will be really um, pushing towards achievements, and can be sometimes like if nothing happening, then feeling stuck or bored or things like that, so I kind of thinking that's what you coming through, like pushing into the new energies. And Ace of Cups definitely will represent appearance of new options for you. So that's why it's maybe not necessary stock market and whatever them, but something what will be giving you more like excitement, because Ace of Cups represents your emotional positive moments as well, not only, and it can achieve later on towards some finance improvement, because Queen of Pentacles appeared, and it's about your stability, security, and um yeah, that's what I got. You're welcome.
Andromedan priest, you go first, go I first.
As you want.
I don't.
Okay. You are going through some changes at a very cellular level. The memories coming back are not necessarily a synchronicity for you to reenact on the activity. Um, Enjoy the memories, and when we go through pivotal changes, often the mind likes to bring back joyful moments to bring back the necessary energy for that change. Focus on the memory without necessarily needing to redo something about it. Allow it to unfold naturally, whether that's with a friend or with the activity, it changing shape or form. I'm complete.
And a message, okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I have a central card, the Angel of Ascension, but in reverse. I see from the person a certain intention which is about conquering, or let's call it, yeah, it's always the intention to take something what is yours. That is the overall intention as for now. Nonetheless, I see the opportunities opening, and I have the Moon card laying. That means there will be details about that person what you didn't know come to the surface, and after this you are in control, free to decide it. uh Underlying, I would say, to restart these activities, and uh it's definitely an opportunity here on a human level, but also on a business level, to go in, if you can work it out. I see it as possible once the cards are on the table. So that is my reading on that one, dear Golden Silence.
Yeah, with these political changes, or I don't know, I also saw there may be a conflict. It will be part of this transformation, or whatever you leave behind now. And I do see you might be lucky to, you might just find a key to end the conflict, maybe. Okay. Hmm.
Okay, well, if I think it's not really a matter of discussing it in a Twitch chat. Just saying. Instead of being a spy. Well, there's a lot of choices to be made in life. And every path you take has consequences. So, yes, so many choices, right? And then you die and you see it was all an illusion, the choices you had.
It's true.
All of a sudden, they have an odd thing: divide, balance, and rediscover. So that's just some message that they gave. So
Okay.
So, do we have another question here?
I have one.
You have one?
Yeah, I should have logged in from my phone to type it.
Why don't I see the viewers here in Restream anymore?
I do. It's on the top of the window, after behind the minutes.
Why are
Yeah,
you?
what's your question?
Um, should I just say it?
Huh?
Should I just say it?
You can just say it, yes. We take a question from you.
How much detail should I give?
What?
How much detail should I give?
How much what?
Detail.
Well, if it's legal, you can give us every detail you wish.
Okay, good. Um, mm, so olive oil price 3x in the last 2 years. From 3 euros per liter, it went to like 8.6 this year. I have a friend. He lives next to me in Greece. He produces 1,500 tons per year for the last 50, 60 years. And yeah, we built a website, and he bought the stuff, and he wants me to kind of like. Well, he said it's a good idea to talk to Italian producers and sell them in bulk, and we get a cut, of course. It's interesting finance-wise. In general, I have well, let's say apathy towards work. So, my question is, yeah,
Yeah, what is the question?
do you see it succeeding
Financial.
financially?
For this friend,
For your friend or for you?
Well, for me, obviously. Is it worth the effort, basically?
Seed.
for whom? For you?
Yeah,
One of the viewers said seed oil markets will boom in 2024.
yeah, I know. The market is amazing. We know that for sure.
Especially the olive oil. But what are you doing? You want to sell it to Italy?
Yeah,
That
because
they write on then made in Italy and call
that's
it
what
extra virgin olive oil.
they've been doing this. So every year, the biggest buyer of
Great.
olive oil in Greece is the Italian olive oil sellers.
Yeah.
By far, they come first and they get the first dose and they buy in bulk. But yeah, now the price is much higher and there's a lot of producers, and because of the fires and stuff, there's much less trees.
Mhm.
So
And there's some diseases what they battle as well on some places.
oh,
So, but the producers say this already since 6, 7 years to scare the buyer. So, how substantial it is another question. But we can have a look at the question. So, you would
yeah, the
like to
question
know?
is it worth the effort? Because it's basically a commitment from my part on sales, marketing, deal making, and closing, and bothering with all this stuff, which will take a certain amount of hours. And basically, it's purely deal based income. So when a certain contract gets through, you get paid, right? And you only have like a 3-4 month window, because after February, all the olive oil is done. So. Yeah, the question is it worth the effort, or should I just say thank you very much, I'll pass?
So you mean this friend is just offered you some deal, so to
Yeah,
say?
we built
Yes,
a
and
website and it's like, here's the email, here's the phone number, we have the olive oil, the price 3x, you're in a good market, and if you make a deal, you get 20%, 25%.
Yeah. Well, how much does your friend produce? You said per year.
1,000 up to 1,500 tons.
Well, that means you need one client.
Yeah,
If you close the
three,
deal,
four clients.
20%.
Yeah, no, it's good money. So basically, the question is it worth the effort? Am I just being lazy by not moving forward, or is it
Well,
just
that is it's one deal if you are lucky. In worst case, it's 4 5 deals.
yeah,
And what is that? 20 phone calls and making the web page.
maybe the web page is already done.
So is that a serious question? You're asking us if 20 to 40 hours of work is worth 100K with no risk involved? Is that your serious question you're having for us?
Golden
Yes.
Silence answered.
Huh?
Golden Silence said
well,
seed oil markets will boom in 2024. Just make sure to be prepared for crop failed pitfalls due to climate change. And I also see that as a business it could work. Um, but I'm not sure why I don't see you necessarily doing it.
Thanks for the encouragement.
I get, yes, it could work. You know what you're doing. You know everything else. You can do that with no problem. The only thing is, I don't know what the one thing why a yellow circle keeps beeping at me. And Alma says, okay, there's something else that maybe you're not saying, or there's something else involved, or something like that. But this yellow circle on something around this possibly, because it sometimes the yellow will mean caution, but this is just a yellow flashing light. So, but everything else looks on a good term. Yeah, exactly. I was getting caution and timing. Okay. Yeah, I was getting that, but it doesn't always mean that. So that's why I'm like trying to tune in as to why. But there's something else around, but it does look, it's pretty good. It's just there's some other factor. So
Thank you.
No, I would say yes, it's kind of interesting, but I guess maybe you, like whatever Jasmine said, why you would should be, or does it, because you got the judgment as well, and it's always price of the value, so maybe it will be too much, you can't like engage yourself in something else, or I don't know, you kind of have to decide what exactly, because it's kind of juggling as well comes for me. So whether you will be like 100% time investing in these sort of things or not, because two of pentacles, it's about this like kind of finding the balance, and it can be a lot of things going on. Magician apparent, which is good, but I kind of see like whatever they say, also eight of swords reversed, which makes you a little bit limited of time, limited of whatever, there will be some limitations coming, and that's why possibly it's a price of the value. I mean, like that you need to kind of understand what you really want, and yeah, that's what I could.
Yeah.
And can you tell me, please, as well, the place? So you at the moment, what is the name of the town, the city, or because I will check later on astrologically, and I will send you a message. But I need time for the oil.
In Greece.
But place,
Type Mani, Mani, Mani. Mani, Greece.
money,
Mani.
Mani.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
So, yeah, the opportunities, everything is good. I don't know. I have as the outcome card the gnome of work, but in reverse. That means either if it doesn't work out, is because there's something you don't like about it. But is it worth the money? Yes. Is it worth your time? That's a different question, but you need to answer yourself. Uh, I wouldn't say it's that easy money because the industry seems pretty rough from what I'm seeing, but it seems like his product is good enough, but the negotiations will be pretty tough. So it's I think you need to know more. I don't think everything is on the table yet. That's definitely what I'm seeing.
that's what I was feeling too, that everything's not there as it seems, that there's something missing.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
You can send me a bit of olive oil too, I take.
Yeah, sure.
Does anyone here in the chat have a question for us? Multi Halo.
Okay. Okay, let's put the question on the screen. Thank you, Multi-Halo.
Okay. So you want to ask if she's what kind of relationship you have? Twin soul or just a simple soulmate?
So, where's my bot for the question? It doesn't work. What did I type wrong?
Well, the word that's standing out to me is I had to think about her more often, which is really, sometimes words, it may not have been what you wanted to put, but sometimes words push out to me. And it's like I'm getting a mixed emotion on here. And a familiar soul, I myself am not feeling that, but let's see what they've got.
Okay. The magic 8 ball doesn't know it. I tried. Okay. Do you have an answer for us? On what? On what's on the screen since 10 minutes? So he recently met a girl.
But I don't know her that well. But I'm going through a healing, and even though I don't know the girl well and I'm not in love with her now, I had to think about her more often. That's why I wanted to ask if she's a familiar soul, or maybe even my twin soul. 8 balls. Is she a twin soul or a soulmate? 8 ball said, who knows? 8 ball is correct.
Thank you so much. Okay.
So what I got, I kind of thinking, of course, she can be a part of your past life connection, because I got Wheels of Fortune, Moon, Page of Cups upside down. So it is like she is on your way for certain, like a cycle, because Wheels of Fortune represent you have been met before. And she also appeared like a part of your healing. I think that's also could be not necessary that like if you meet now, so okay, we have to be till the end of our life together, or we have to get married or family or whatever. It's not necessary like that, you know, because but her influence is strong, and that helps, that showing for me that it helps in your recovery, because they got the message of the recovery as well, spiritual, you know, and it's sort of like melting others' negative emotions or whatever you had been builded. And instincts, they say that you have to follow your instincts as well. So because maybe at the moment, you see, with Page of Cups, I would say you really open, or your heart is like that, you know. Page of Cups represents the person who maybe at this stage you also need love, or you need, like, you know, someone who could be corresponding to your sensations or something. And that's why when you met her, she kind of reflected upon that. If talking astrologically, that also, I don't know where you are, but you can be in planet of exaggeration, and that's oh, how it's called, when you kind of like meeting someone, boosting energy for you, sort of like, oh, this is the super special connection, you know. But when you will get to the another planet transition, it can be changed a little bit. So I definitely think that there is some kind of past life experience, but usually will so fortune bring you through the choices and say that this person appeared, make some spiritual task, and then can be gone as well. Thank you.
What do your magic cards say? Oh, sorry.
I
Who was
also,
next? Yeah, please.
okay, I definitely, for you, see that you are going through a healing, and in the middle, so the general message or energy of yours is that you now experience maybe new feelings. Maybe you didn't feel for a person this type of feelings. It's not necessarily like love, but this person comes inside your healing as a maybe deepening your experience with the other half, so to say. So it's like a lesson in how to behave with a person after maybe a heartbreak, because your first card is Three of Swords in reverse, um, and then in the middle is the new love. But I'm also getting that you should be careful that you don't go too much into this, like making thoughts about what this connection is. You should explore for yourself what this connection is, because this connection won't just because it's your twin flame, it won't just heal you completely, but you have to use these feelings that this person give you, in order to see where you stand with your healing. Can you connect more in a specific situation? Maybe, yeah, maybe allowing yourself to connect more and feeling um, how it is to be connected to somebody again. Mm, because I cannot tell you that this is your twin flame, because we do have connection here, but I feel like it's on a different level. It's like, um, right now you just have to focus on yourself, not too much on the other person.
Yeah. I kind of agree with all the others here. I would see it as a soulmate connection, which we have, where people often have backlives and are often on the same soul group or work on the same path, something to that extent. That means that she is important, but not necessarily in terms of love, but as a person in your life more. Um, so yeah, so I would agree also that the healing is probably more what you should focus on right now. Um, the other thing is a catalyst, this person, and she will possibly bring out more things out of you than she does already. So that is my answer to this, dear Multi Halo. It's Andromedan Priest. There you go.
Thank you. So the answer to your question is she is a familiar soul.
What? I think 8 bolts gives bigger answers than you.
Now, of course, there's more to your question than what is stated. You are to proceed courageously, meaning it matters not so much of the outcome of the little interactions, but what matters is the act of courage. So, wishing something and acting upon it, failing or succeeding matters not. You redo it again and again, and you pursue your woman of interest in that way. And your heart will break, and egos get hurt, etc., etc. But if you like the person, and you continue the hunt, eventually it's not so much that the prey gets caught, it's more like the hunt just keeps going. And yeah, it's part of the healing, quote unquote, process. So you are to act courageously is the counsel.
Okay.
End of message.
Sounded slightly masochistic. Sorry.
Just the way we like it.
Okay. Dear Multi-Halo, I hope that was helpful. And good luck, of course, in your healing. So,
Please join the queue if you have a question, guys.
and host one
And
podcast,
follow.
welcome back. Nice to see you.
Good to see you, Horse John.
Hello, Ostron. How are you?
Moment.
If you have a question, you can ask. Ostron, you still there? Because if you have some question, you can put it on. But sometimes Ostron takes time, I know. Jerusalem.
Exactly what you said. See, you're really in tune. Or if anyone else has a question.
She's thinking.
Where's my hat?
Your what?
Cover hat. Is it behind the So, what are we having here? Yeah, thank you. My hat. Now it all changes.
Okay, so first thing I got with that, just be patient. So you go, if it is possible. I think that eventually it is possible. But like anything that I've said in the past, though, I don't always remember because spirits will come and I'm not sure what I have said. But let's see. Make it a point. Something good will come in return. Just again, patience.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
So this is someone specifically, yeah?
So you are to learn the concept of better synergy between group environments, well, amongst group environments and between individuals, cultivation of more harmonious relationships. I do not see a reconnection with that peer group in the shape or form that you have it in your mind. Therefore, the answer is no. Focus on the more harmonious cooperation, synergy, co-dancing of the energy fields between groups, how to further harmonize through you. No reconnection. End of message.
Well, I do see that in order to make a change here, these people should understand um, this Five of Swords energy. Five is change and mentally understanding that you should either reconsider, right? It's about reconsideration because what I see here is that they don't approach you, or it feels like you just um yes, you could improve maybe also your way of perceiving it in this conflict, but there's also not really support. The challenge here is the dead card, which is pretty intense for me because there is something which you should also leave behind, um, a certain expectation from them, um, in order to gain balance. But mm, it feels like maybe you think there's opportunity you would miss by not playing with them, but in the end, I feel like uh, there's something that you should learn out of that. But I don't necessarily see that these people take the change. things will change for both of you, but kind of separately.
I also, again, it's a little bit such a question when you're trying to involve too many people, you know. Because if you would ask about someone specific person, but it's a group of people, for me, the group of people came with Three of Cups, which showing those kind of you together used to be like maybe very close friends, or maybe if you grow up or something. That also can be, because it's like a Gemini Three of Cups, so it's usually people with whom you have some sort of similarities. But I think because now it's a world upside down, so it's like someone, maybe for example, you emotionally or energetically moved above some situations, but they're still there, and there is kind of like no integration between or something, you know, like no peace, because world represents kind of this connection. I you know, like when everything is integrated, and at the moment it is reversed. That's why portal is closed, sort of things, or needs more timing, you know, like maybe it's also be connected with some specific person, because I got King of Swords. I don't know, maybe there is some, for example, other people would be okay, except but there is someone who, for example, stopping them or tries to influence them or something like that, you know, and that's why it's not going anywhere, for example, in terms of changing for others, including you, kind of these things, you know. And it's like I don't know, with other messages for me as well, they show three, but now it's a pentacle reverse, so it's kind of like hard to find those balance between every member of this group, you know. And that's maybe what is the main part of issue, where you can be of course trying, because you see it's a Knight of Wands, it's like motivation, maybe that's what you want, like, or would be wanting, like, listen, hear me, listen to me, we can be again, because it's like something what you maybe want as well, you know, everyone to be like excited, happy, and you maybe used to be the leader or something like in this group, or having this some part of influence, because this lady, she is like pushing drums, like playing on drums, usually like having some sort of great energy of motivator. But again, I got the King of Swords, you see, so it's again someone else who can be, I don't know, somehow maybe influencing. So that's what I got. Maybe it's a part of like someone wants to be the boss in the group and want others to follow him or her.
Okay. So horse-drawn portrait. I saw your comment. You specifically asking about tea. I pulled some card there. Yeah. So it's literally everything in reverse there, which is yeah. Nonetheless, in career, it seems to still work well between you, but the tensions. I have the sexual card in reverse as an outcome card. I don't know. Are you sure he doesn't have a secret crush on you or something, and that created some tensions? But that's when I specifically pulled the cards on T. It seems like, yeah, there's some other interests involved here. But overall, I agree with what all the others said that outcome, yeah, there's a lot of things what are clearing right now. But you're going forward nonetheless, even though it feels heavy. Um, so there's a figure like that with a grudge. Yeah, I see. So, but from what I have in the cards, everything is resolving. Doesn't mean new things won't turn up, but with that specific person T, I think we see a resolution. He will never be in your best friends list, but you will find a way to manage together. Let's call it like that. That's my.
Maybe it's a part of competition. This person wants to be like the, I don't know, that's, I don't know, something about this person.
Okay, if this person is one that you still think could be your friend out of all of them, then I still see that he lets the others or this group come between you, or he would, I don't know, we have judgment in reverse, so it feels like his judgment is a bit clouded, in the sense that he doesn't commit fully to whatever you are creating because of somebody from this group. But if T is this person who you said has a grudge, then I don't see it changing so much. It's more on the financial level that maybe you could work better together, but friend, not really.
So when you mentioned like someone, then like someone again, actually I got like tension. Just I'm like that. Um, Okay, well, whatever you were saying with T, I just got tension. I just got like nervous, like this person. Okay, gotcha.
No, but someone who is like, I mean, whom you said that, or this boss, or someone who, the leader, this is a problem which I feel comes from that one. I don't know if it is T or who it is. Because he wants to, I think, kind of others follow him. And that's why it's a competition sort of things. If you're trying, for example, to bring your idea or your kind of like a motivation, like with those messages, I think they're exactly showing that you're trying to everyone like wake up, like an awakening and see, but he doesn't want it. And he's very, because you see King of Swords represent Aquarius, and it's kind of a zone of individual who can be revolutionist or something, like they can be very tricky sometimes, it's Uranus, and then to persuade this person could be very complicated, like kind of, because he can be, or sometimes I kind of thinking he doesn't want really to be persuaded by anyone or something like that, that's why it will be hard for you to find, if he feels that you can not go along with what he say, this sort of things I pick up.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
And I also have here that the business in general, or whatever you manifest material, could also be in the end influenced and sabotaged by this energy. So it's like, normally we agree to something because of the financial, and then we look over the energy of the people because maybe they bring something to the table. But in the end, I see here that it could sabotage your finances.
That's what I mean. Like, I don't think you can really find something. Like, I mean, like, to push into this and spend so much energy, and I don't know if it is worth. And also, you have. Oh, you have to accept his side. If you will be on his side, he possibly will be like happy. But to persuade everyone that that's where is the problem.
And hello, new Artian. Did you have a question for us?
Hi, Action. How are you? Favorite people, thank you. Lovely to see you. You have a question today.
Thank you.
Welcome. How are you? Did you see more dreams or something?
Yes. Oh, yes. Just for a
Who is
glimpse, just for that little glimpse of something. It was very short, very unnoticed, but yes. And it comes back to you, and it comes back to you in time. And then you know something about a scarf in there too, something associated with that dream of something flowing, a scarf or something like that sort. And that was what pretty much I was getting from spirit to tell you.
So you mean you saw some dream where she was
No,
in a
you were
taxi?
telling us about the taxi dream last time, where they were both in a taxi, but I don't understand who is they. Would they know if she was in the taxi dream? We at least need to understand the question.
They spirits, I
I
think.
was thinking they'll know what I mean. I was figuring that's why I tuned in right away. My guides, yeah, and that's why I was like, yes, yes, and that was pretty much them speaking, not me. So whatever they were saying, and yes, yes, that's what I got, and they were right in, right away.
No, I kind of see actually the dream, you know, because the message for me is a death, and death could be in cards means that it's kind of like another dimension, so which could be coming for the dream when we're asking about that. And that's why definitely it was her in that dream, you know, like it's a confirmation for them. Plus I got the temperance, which also represents angel. And that could be like, you know, a healing part of that. So I definitely confident that whatever those dream was, it was about her, and it was also like, you know, through those dreams there was some sort of a healing, you know, or energy balancing or something, you know, coming. And maybe because death here looks like a scarf a little bit, so maybe whatever Mindy said about something, you have to think about the details of the dream, because maybe there was something, you know, some particular thing which could be giving you more like, you know, like kind of, or looking into the window there was some kind of like, because you can see it's like looking into the another beautiful look. So, and that also can be you know, showing this dimensional side or something what they try to show you, you know, what's going on, and which looks very good and very beautiful there. So I love this test message. That's why it's showing your dream, you know, with these angels. I don't know whether maybe your spirits wanted to come and to say that, or you're getting very strong healing during this time, or So again, you have to be patient, like kind of like, because it takes a little bit time, but everything, like when you're completely healed and all this past life situation coming to more balance, so this meeting is coming.
Okay. I'm hold on. I'm like, hold on. So what I got, so right away, your mom, I got, hold on to your bridges. It will come. And also, did your mom like to talk sometimes, just want to interrupt or something? Because all of a sudden it's like, I can't hold on. So, but that's what I got. That was really quick.
And you should say me. I understand.
I
When you
don't like to
getting
interrupt.
interrupted with
It,
spirit.
it's like I couldn't get this feeling. It's like she wanted to talk so bad. And I'm just like, okay, I'll remember with something.
What do you, who saw your art pieces? She was told it was him, and I saw her too. Um, Definitely, I thought about your mom when you got the Empress card here. So this dream with this girl could also have something to do with the healing with your mother. And I feel that this dream tries to show you a part of this girl which could rise you. So maybe she has a plus, or she has more experience than you in a different uh, area of your life, maybe healing the heart. And because she's here, a Queen of Pentacles, and you are a page, but so this healing with your mom, I think it does have something to do with her and how to move forward. Mm, but I feel like it's more spiritual, like move forward in your spiritual path with working with your chakras, maybe the solar plexus and heart need more attention, more breathing. But it's definitely a message about this nurturing motherly energy and how you deal with emotions also. So yes, you did see this person, but it doesn't have to have the same face as in your dream. You have to concentrate more on the energy that you felt, and I feel that you did feel that maybe she controls you in some way, in a bad way, maybe just guides you somewhere. Okay.
How do I know?
Yeah, she can be. I also agree with what she said, that about the different forms or different shapes, and I kind of thinking last time as well it was, because now I checked the Forbidden Dreams deck, and it's kind of about, because we was talking about the dreams, and it also appeared at the Seven of Cups, where you able to see. It's all about like also a lot of things, like she always can be coming to your dream in a different shapes and in different forms, like it's kind of. And I see her also in a position of those inspirational or muse or something like that, what you need to kind of, maybe that's why you're getting very strong excitement as well, because again I kind of got this message of the lover, which means connection on those sexual centers or something like that, and yes, plus she gives you some sort of inspiration, because sun always enlightens and makes your energy maybe like get mm,
I just think you concentrate too much on when is it going to happen and on the like how she looks. If you would really be ready for this right now, you wouldn't concentrate on how she looks. Okay, so when is it happening? Do we have an appointment on the 9th of October or not? No, you first have to connect to that energy and to actually feel her coming towards you. You won't recognize her by, I don't know, how she looks necessarily. Cute.
No, but you see, maybe what also they say is that it's no matter, she will of course appear and you will recognize, like your spirit in any case will recognize. But at the moment, why you see her with the different colors and why you're getting very confused with that, it's also can be because she comes with the different shapes and you have been met her before in a past lives, and in your dreams she can sort of like maybe appearing in these different forms, because you have a soul connections, and in a one past life she was having dark hair, in another past life she had this hair, and that's when she could be, like a mixture. Yeah, and that's why I kind of thinking you, but the most yeah, I understand. So you kind of understand it. But I mean, like, she is there, and maybe um, I think because she comes so strongly in your dreams, that's why you so much, like, like all in this kind of war, like, or see her or something, like, meeting so impatient getting, because you already so many times saw her, and you
I
know
was,
that she's there.
I was feeling your mom pretty strong too. So I was feeling different things. That's why it was like, it will come. Hold on. I feel that with you, I was getting that there was kind of disappointment that was in the past. And there's like like, I don't know, like deserving, like, yeah, so much is going ahead on this point and that. So that's what I got. Thank you.
Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't have an input, but I was really missing the complete context. No, Archon, I didn't want to stay out. But Dino, you are next. Feel free to ask your question in the chat, and we will all answer you as we can. So go ahead, please.
How are you?
Welcome.
And please follow.
And everybody who likes to join the list, tap exclamation mark join, and you will be automatically added to the list for a question.
But Guardian, do you feel anything for new action? Because we have been before, like this person already was asking about, maybe you have something you can add.
Well, I would.
Well, there's something new, Arlene, with your mom. She's like, I just feel presence around here and motherly finger, but there's something. I'm not sure. It's like, keep going. Things will go. So, all right.
Okay. Dino, you're your spirit guides. I can connect to you like this. I don't need any info, but I'm just speaking for myself right now. So, the first thing I was shown is that your guides show me that you don't take the direct path. There's a lot of circles you do, and you kind of listen and follow the instructions, and then you go in a complete different direction again. So, what they mainly ask me to communicate is to yeah, it's not the connection what they talk about, but they have a red line for your path, and they try to communicate and show you, hey, this is the path and the pattern of the path you should follow. And that is what they really want you to understand at this point in time, that you really can you go through all open doors you get. Yeah, but sometimes maybe the doors are not for yours to open. you They said there is a pattern, okay? So try to understand the communication of this pattern, and it boils down to the soul mission, etc. In the end, your pattern, okay? So that's my message from you, from your spirit guides. I hope it was helpful and that you find this pattern they speak about. Thank you.
I feel something around babies, or maybe if you are a man, the relationship to the feminine. I'm not sure if there is a baby, or if was the talk of one, but I have this energy of not real abundance. Uh, there's something what you want to gain still, which is not necessarily the real abundance, or the real feminine love is blocked by some actions that you do. And I think to acknowledge that there needs to be a change is important, and something about children. So some things need to be left in the past, and some also need, like, you cannot go to two doors at the same time, because you have to choose one sometimes, you know. Partner is pushing masculine. Okay. Metatron. um yeah, as I said, a false sense of accumulating. So this pushy masculine energy is not necessarily the best, and it's your turn to guide it towards something else. Some things just need to end.
You want to say more? I can start. Okay, so for me, it more comes, like you see, I got actually the message from spiritual healing oracles to find your life purpose, discover your life purpose. Or maybe it's a moment you feel strongly need for that or something. And I do see that you can get it through self-love, because I think maybe there have been some energies which you need to uh, restore, or kind of like maybe something was pushed back or by something, or sabotage, because I also get sabotage. Maybe you getting sometimes much into the, like not certainty, when someone tries to sabotage your energies, and then you're getting a little bit all this, not feeling like you're not on a, like you should be doing something else, and not like what other people or say or feel or things like that. And I think more you boost into your self-love, yes, which is a transformative energy, and which helps you to kind of clarify everything around you, and giving you, like, and strengths and spiritual strengths, and will help you in discovering your personal life, because you are on this path. And I see that you kind of like maybe a little bit scared or some fearful, so you definitely have to reduce your fearful thinking and be open for fear in yourself, because fool, which represents pool of opportunities, and like universe will keep you safe. You only need always trust in your spirit, trust in yourself, and yes, and to build on self-love. Thank you.
So, Angus Stone, yes, you can have a question too. We have first in the list Platinum 96, though. Sorry, and to Dino, what is your soul mission? This is not an easy or simple question, what just can be answered like that. That is a spiritual part, what people need to find out, mostly for themselves. You can just guide people towards finding it out for themselves. I wouldn't dare to tell you now your soul mission here in a 5-minute chat. That's not really how it works.
I will answer for Dino. So I got certain things. I feel that you do some. So you said with the healing guides, and I feel you do some kind of healing, and you dabble in some kind of other spiritual work, that you're going back and forth as to if you should go to this point, if you should not. They also keep singing songs to me as soon as you wrote, and they keep doing do 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 do, and they almost like you doodle, like you go and do artwork or doodle around or something like that is what I'm getting. And you like to be, they're saying, on the free note, like you like to go on it this way or that way, going. And it doesn't matter, like if this person says this or that, you're going to go what you feel is right. And they okay, and they keep saying go with that journey, and you are going on the right foot, and there was something past that went on, but now you're going on the right foot. Sometimes something. Yeah, exactly. And you are trying to go in the present, and sometimes something creeps up on you once in a great while, but you have a great way of pushing that away. So you're really doing good for that. But they keep pushing the I don't know. Is there something with music or something related with that? Because I keep going do dee doo dee doo do dee doo dee doo, and they keep singing it to me as soon as you did this do dee doo dee doo dee doo dee doo, and it's like feel good, go, and you're going more with the flow, and you're moving around, and someone is just exactly do 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 dee do do do. Just going with you. So like happiness and things that you're really trying to push happiness around, and it almost catches on too. So when you're around, I feel someone else is around you, and then that happiness goes to them. But I do feel that sometimes you've gone and like get someone's energy, and you're like, yeah, and so you know how to to just push that away if it's sort of but then they keep saying to go in the flow and move and stuff like that. So that's what I got for you on the guides.
All right. I hope you got the help and guidance you needed, Dino. So we can move on to the next question, which is Platinum 96. That was wholesome. I'm glad to hear that. We are many, you know. So Platinum, you wrote a question on top. Can I have a love reading on MS and I? Are you with us? Can you hear us, dear Platinum? Yes, perfect. All right. Let's have a look at that. So the first one, whomever is ready, go ahead.
Okay, so you're saying love reading on this person and yourself. Was there some kind of changes, something of an overload, something that was going back and forth, but then something switched around because I'm getting changes and I'm getting turning of leaves, which means that there's something in the process. There's something that almost needs to be that there was talked out or something like that. And okay, and they're saying cool breeze, cool sense. Um, on there. So I'm interested as to what exactly is going on, but I feel a change and I feel a good way. And I feel like they're saying something with the system working for you and going along. So you can let me know if that sort of makes sense. But that's what I got.
I kind of also would say that you have a very strong spiritual connection with this person. You know, like, but at the moment something is there like backwards and forth because High Priestess upside down, World upside down. So it's those messages when you may be waiting for a new step or something like, you know, improve or get to a new level, like updating. Something needs to be updated, but you're not getting to that sort of things. That's what I'm getting. Or it's kind of very close, but it's not like real. And that's why you can be going around the same circles, the same things, because it's like, I don't know, and it is very strongly connected with him because from both decks, the person came with the King of Swords. Again, it's like many things can be probably depending on this person, you know, about whom you're asking, like he is the one in charge, or things like that, or sort of many things will depending on how he wants to develop it, you know. But I kind of thinking it's at this stage maybe your relations really need a little bit updating, you know, like and that can be another cycle. So you need to shift all kind of, and you're always getting some they show you through spiritual side, because High Priestess upside down, you know, they kind of say that you have to be open for your signs because spirit sends you all the time. But sometimes in the reverse you can be a little bit like maybe too much emotional about this or blocking because you kind of waiting or something, kind of you already maybe have been waiting for these updatings. That's what I get. But I don't know what is your question, because you said like sort of love reading, like what you want to know, whether how the energy presents, or whether we kind of will be together, or whether the person loves me, or whether what the intentions of the person. That would be great if you would say something.
I'm getting, is one of you jealous or maybe controlling or something like that?
Yeah. What I get here is, yeah, it's overall the cards what lay on the table between you two are not bad, but there needs to be a breakthrough in this. It doesn't develop really how it's supposed to. I see like in 3, maybe 4 weeks ahead that we have a bit of a rebirth moment. That means that the communication will most likely improve, etc. Uh, so I see it overall as not too bad, but the it needs to move in another phase. I feel like, and all what I have here on the table does not lead to this. So I looked like a month ahead. That's my answer, dear Platini.
Was there also so when in there in the past, was there some kind of doubt or something? Because I got that before there was some kind of a doubt with one or the other. But I do feel that things are going, because there's also something where they said communication, where okay, where there is something on communication. It's not exactly there. It's like one person will be thinking something. Well, what are you thinking? What do you want to say? Well, no, I'm not sure if I want to say it, because right now, as you see, okay, as you can tell, when this happens and I have the problems talking, it's because I'm tuned in and there is some kind of communication thing that I'm not seeing is not really there. But I see that there can be some improvement, because this other person that you're talking about wants to improve also, wants things to work. So you both want things to work. But again, the communication, it's like, well, okay, I'm not sure if I want to say this because I don't know how they're going to take it. Or if I say this, are the, like, is it like one person that person, like someone jumps? Basically, if you say like ice cream or something, what? E- And so it gets sometimes to the point of, okay, I don't know if I say something or I don't know if I do on that point. So that's what I was feeling. But I do feel it can be worked out.
I don't have much more to say on this. I feel the same thing. And one is always worrying about something. And that's why it doesn't really go forward. The I see some good intentions there, but it's not enough. I'm getting there's something missing in order to have this breakthrough. But it's more like for him, or I don't know how to say it. I don't think you will have so much out of this. It's either like he over and tries to not be so controlling or whatever he is, or is just somebody there who thinks their opinion is will stay like this and it doesn't really change. Not in the general, but there's a specific situation maybe. I do see he wants to change, but as I said, he has more work to do. Um, I feel that he needs to have a certain breakthrough in order for the relationship to have it. And it's a bit tensioned. So I see it could happen. But you just have to know how to deal with his breakthrough because you don't want to be that affected by it.
No, I think it's not like, like you say it doesn't want to change. I think you probably at this stage can be a little bit on different levels, like what you want with this person can be not exactly what the person uh, feels like. And I kind of thinking maybe you want, like I said, you're already pushing into something, maybe commitment to something with this person, yes, some relationship, but the person, you see, Seven of Wands, it's about limit, like, I guess when you come in too close, or when he feels that you coming, like, and it's threatened to his boundaries, like he kind of pushes away. So very defensive position. That's why with him, he plus King of Wands, it's very free spirit. So you have to remember that if you trying to achieve relationships, that could be complicated. He could be like wanting free will, free things, and this kind of energy I get. That's why I don't think he wants change. Plus, he will not change because King of Wands, you can't really make persuade or make be okay giving you what you want. Only when this person will himself want it.
All right. I think we went all for Platinum's answer. Is that right? Yes. So,
Please, if you're able, just subscribe or add us to favorites or kind of whatever options are. We would appreciate.
yes. Thank you, everybody who was here. And you will see us soon in one of our next stream. Please come and see us again. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.